Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Selenium training. So in this session we will see how to execute our test in different browsers. So these are the popular browsers that we generally work in um, organizations. One is Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge and Opera. So the Selenium supports almost most of the popular browsers including Opera and Safari as well and some Phantom JS browsers. So it's very important for us to know how to execute our tests in different browsers and what exe files are available for the respective browsers and their versions compatibility. Everything matters. Okay, so since we are building up our project in or giving examples on classical model, when we jump to Maven projects, we will see how to get rid of those dependency issues and version issues. But for now, you need to have a knowledge on how to get these exe files for each browser and use in your project. So this is very important session. Please listen carefully how to work on different browsers. This will help you to work on cross-browser testing as well for your projects to do some smoke testing on different browsers, right? So so these are the syntaxes. If you observe the syntax, it's very similar to all the browsers. Just that you have to replace the in the set property, you have to replace the WebDriver this keyword with the respective browser. If you see the Chrome, we have placed the Chrome, and if you have seen the Firefox, we have a Gecko driver, Gecko, and for Microsoft Edge, we put just the Edge, and for Opera, we just put Opera, and the respective paths of the exe files of browsers. And then if you observe while we are instantiating the driver, we have written WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver of. So this is the class that will be called, and you can see Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, Opera driver. So if you know one syntax, then it's very easy for you to know the other syntax as well, right? So now let's jump to the Eclipse and see a few examples how to do. So let's start with Chrome browser. So let's go to Eclipse. So it's very simple. So what you have to do is just go and type Chrome driver download for Selenium or Chrome driver download. So before that, what you do is just click here. I'll 1 second. If you see here, you have different releases. Chrome driver 85, 86, 87, right? So before you download any version here, just go and check your availability of the version, which version you are using. So just I'm going again, just click on these three dots, click on help about Google Chrome, and you can see the version here, it's 86, right? So just simply download 86. So if you but keep a note of your browser version, because if your browser is updated and if you're still using 86, the script will fail. You cannot execute your test if you have 86.exe file when your browser is 87 version, right? So make sure you download the latest versions and then update your driver files regularly. Now let me download this 86, and you can see here only 32 version will be available for Chrome driver, which is compatible with 64-bit system as well. So I have downloaded it. So let me extract it. I already have extracted it, so I'll go and copy this one. So what I'll do is I will not place this driver.exe file in my system. I will include this in my project itself. So let's see how to do that, so that when you import this, when I send this project to someone, or when you do this project and send someone to import, they will not face any issues, or they need not change their paths here in the program. So to do that, let me create one folder, right click on the project, your main project, and click on folder, and call it as drivers. Okay, now what I'll do is I will copy this chrome driver.exe, just simply copy and come here, just right click and click on paste. Okay, So see, you have Chrome driver, right? So now let's write one simple program. Let me close all this. Let me create new class working with Chrome browser, or let me just put Chrome browser example, right? Now let's simply work with a Google page. That's it. We are not going to write any big code here. Public static void main string args. Okay, so as usually what we have to do, we have to define our WebDriver, right? So we can define here WebDriver, or yeah, let's do one thing. Let's define it here itself. So system dot get property of, okay, so in double quotes, right, WebDriver dot, so our browser is what, Chrome, right? So Chrome dot driver, right, and close the single quotes. Now here, if you see our previous examples, you can observe here I have placed my Chrome driver.exe in a separate folder in my system, right? But if I send this program to someone, they cannot execute this program because this Selenium Java, this is in my system, and it will not able to find the path, right? So to avoid those inconsistencies, what we will do is we will give the path which we already created here, drivers. Inside the drivers we have Chrome driver.exe. We will try to provide this path. Okay, so how to provide that? Give dot slash slash, okay, drivers slash slash Chrome driver dot exe, whatever the whatever the exe file name, right? So you can see Chrome driver dot exe we have. So now we have to initialize the WebDriver, right? So write WebDriver dot, sorry, WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Remember Chrome driver. We have to use Chrome driver. So when it gives the alert like this, just import the Chrome driver. Okay. Now we are done with initialization and Chrome driver. Now what we are going to do is driver dot navigate dot to, I'll call http www.google.com. Okay, so now let's run this. I am closing my browser for now, Chrome browser. No browser is open. Okay, let me run this. Oh, we got some error. Let's check what it is. The path of the driver executable. The path to the driver must be set by the Chrome driver dot driver system property. Okay, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, right? We have given WebDriver.chrome.driver. Okay, we have given get property. It's a small mistake. Instead of set property, right? We have now set property, and let's run this program now. So I'll call driver dot manage dot. Okay, let's leave it. Let me run this. You can see Chrome browser is launched, right? Then you can proceed with your test, and Google is open. Okay, now, so this is all about Chrome driver, right? We have only simple syntax, right? You can see we have used Chrome and the Chrome driver and a Chrome driver. Now let's see an example of how to execute in Firefox browser. So again, create a class Firefox browser example. Okay, so let's use the same code. We just have to make a small changes, that's all. Okay, so public static void main Okay. Now we have to change this to Firefox. Sorry, it's a Gecko driver. For Firefox, you have a Gecko driver, right? Now we have to download Gecko driver, right? And one more thing, what we discussed, we have to replace this with Firefox driver. So do that as well, Firefox driver, and import the driver. Now we should not use the Chrome driver. We have to use the Firefox driver. So let's see how to get that driver. Okay. So simply type download Firefox driver for Selenium WebDriver. So you'll this Firefox driver will be in the releases. Okay, I'll be giving these links in the description box as well. You can refer to that. So you can see here, if you scroll down, just scroll down the page, you will be seeing Rico driver for different operating systems. So here you see Win32, Win64. Since our system is 64-bit, I have to download the 64-bit version. So if you want to know what type of system, what bit version is your system, just right click here on this PC if you're using Windows 10 and click on properties, and you will be getting the system type here 64-bit. Okay, so based on that you try to download your browser. Now I'll go with 64-bit. Okay, my browser is downloaded. Now let me extract it. Okay, so once it is extracted, I will copy this the same way that I did for Chrome. Copy this, go here, and again paste here. Okay, Gecko driver. So now come here and replace with Gecko. Right, now I have Firefox in my system, so you don't have to look at the versions as well, because automatically what exe files we download is as per the latest versions. Now run this program, and the Firefox browser should be launched now and open a Google page, right? So let's see. So it's a bit slow. See, Firefox browser is launched and it will open the Google page now. Yeah, it's processing very slow. So yeah, Google page is open, right? So this is about Firefox browser. You can see you simple syntax, you are just changing the keywords here, that's it. And now let's come to another browser, Microsoft Edge. So Microsoft Edge is the latest version. So if you are using, if you haven't updated your systems, you will see as Edge Legacy. But I request you to update your browser. You can see here, this is the icon, and if I point here, you will see Microsoft Edge. See Microsoft Edge, right? So now let's see how to download that Microsoft Edge browser. So before that, let me create one more class. So Edge browser example. This time let me include public static void main. Okay. Now let me simply copy paste those two lines, these three lines, and just change the keywords. That's it. Okay. Now let me use Edge here, and here also instead of Chrome, just remember the first word should be capital. Import Edge driver. Okay, now we have to replace this Chrome driver with an Edge driver, right? Now again go to Google Chrome and type Microsoft Edge driver download. Okay, so you will be seeing this first page itself, WebDriver Microsoft Edge developer. Okay, go to this page. So you can see here, if you scroll down, you'll be seeing the downloads here. See, on the right side, you have a Microsoft Edge, and on the sorry, on the left side you have Microsoft Edge, and in the right side you have Microsoft Legacy, Edge Legacy. Okay, so Microsoft Edge is the latest name, and Microsoft Edge Legacy is the old name. So if you are still using Microsoft Edge Legacy, what you have to do is go to your start menu, and you have to find the release version or build version. Okay, how to get that? Just click on this start button and click on settings and click on system. Okay, and scroll down and click on about. Okay, and then scroll down more. You'll be seeing the OS build here. You can see my OS build is 19041, right? So you have to download that respective browser. See, if you observe here, uh, this version Edge Legacy is now updated to Microsoft Edge, right? Now you don't need to, because they stopped at 17C, and we don't have 14. So that's the reason we don't have 19th build. Now from now you can use this Microsoft Edge. Okay, so for Microsoft Edge, what you have to simply do is click open your browser and check the browser version. Okay, this Microsoft Edge browser is the most popular browser that we need to test in our companies. So click on these three dots and click on help and feedback and click on about Microsoft Edge. And you'll be seeing the version here 86, right? So now you have 86 here, and you can see different versions. So whatever the version, you can download anything for. And 64-bit version, if you are using 32-bit system, then download this one. So I'm using 64-bit, so I'm downloading this and open this folder, and I'll extract this. Okay, so again what you do is copy this and just go to Eclipse, paste it here. Okay, now what you do is you have to take this name MS Edge driver. Remember the keyword, not just Edge, MS Edge driver, right? So let me close all this. Now let me run this. So when I run this, Edge browser should be opened and it should launch the Google page. So let me run this. You can see starting MS Edge driver. You can read the description as well, which will help you to get some idea on what is happening. See, Chrome is open. It's pretty fast than Firefox, right? So, but my favorite browser is Chrome because it is very fast when we do some testing. So that's all we have. And if you want to use Opera, I don't have Opera in my system currently, but if you want to use Opera, you can download. You can simply go here and type Opera driver download. Okay, and you will be getting this GitHub releases page where you will be having a different versions, and you can download it and use it. So but you can see the versions, right? You have to check for the versions basic when you download, and then download the current version of drivers, right? So that your script will not fail. So that's all about working on different browsers. Do some practice. I will be giving this code in the description box, as well as I'll be pushing this repository into the GitHub, and I'll be giving you the link of GitHub. You can just import and do some practice. Okay, so that's all for now, and in the upcoming session we will see about desired capabilities and what are these capabilities of browsers, how we can do some browser level configurations. We will see that in detail in the next session. Okay, so keep practicing, take it seriously. This cross browser testing is very important if you are a beginner, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thank you and have a nice day.